What's up, guys, and welcome to a tutorial video on Last Island of Survival. I'm your host, IslandtheGOD, and basically I'm hoping this video gets into detail, not too much detail because I'm not 100% the greatest. Maybe I'll make a second video once I start experimenting a little bit more because there's a lot you can do now. By the way, if I think it's 7 days from this update that just updated today, May 30th, you get 1,000, I think it's 1,000 credits off of a new server that you create. So it's a good time to make a server so you can save some money. But anyways, let's jump right into it. So basically, after you got the amount of credits that you need, I believe I put 20 in. You go down here to server creation. Basically, you're going to buy it, hit the accept, buy your server. You're going to get to this screen right here. Now on this screen, your battle name, obviously right off bat, whatever you want to call your server. Mine, I put 2x gathering because I took the ore and wood and everything, put 2x on that, made it a little bit more you get. I'm going to be adding new boss instances. I'll explain that a little bit in the video. Frequent drops, blah, blah, blah. Just name it something that you want, that you think people will click on and want to, come and join your server. Make it something catchy. So after that, obviously you want to go in here into the description, put a little bit about your server. What's, do you have an admin? Are you going to be hiring moderators? The whole 9 yards. Like, when do you wipe your server? Just put in a lot of details so people understand what they're going into before they start playing on your server. But that's basically the start of it right there. You don't really got to mess with too much of this stuff. PvP restrictions, I put no. I want it so you can be able to attack anybody at any time. I don't like having a raid time. I thought that was kind of shitty, that you have to wait a specific time, and if you're not online, you can be raided. So this one is just, you can raid anytime, no matter what, which I really like. I think that that helps the game. It's more like Rust, if you've ever played that game on PC, which is a really big copy, I feel like, of this game, but mobile version. But anyways, besides that, I put mine on no. Death drops, I put on regular. You can set it to no drop. You make it so, obviously, when you die, you don't drop anything, but what's the fun in that? So building destruction, I put no. There's, building destruction, no restriction. Yeah, I have no restriction, so you can destroy anything. Battle restriction, I got it on all platforms, doesn't matter the server. Home loot restriction, there's no restriction on that. Basically, the delete time, that's a good one to get into. I know that number looks gigantic, but honestly, I will show you right now. What is that? 1,209,600. That's all in seconds. If you put that seconds to days, that comes out to be exactly 2 weeks and 14 days to be exact. So basically, your delete time is when your server is going to reset. You take 86,400 seconds is 1 day. So depending on whenever you want your server set, you just go to that. Say you want it 7 days. 7 days would be 604,800 seconds, and that's what you would put in that slot. So that would reset your server at that specific time. The next one is battle parameters. This is where I put in, like I said, I had 2x multipliers. Everything usually starts off as 1, wood, all that stuff starts out as 1. And I decided to put 2, so obviously you get double the amount that you normally get from a regular game. Increase the backpack slots. I believe it started with 38. I thought 45 was a little bit extra to have in there. I kept the same amount of turf cabinet members. I'm not sure how many you can upgrade or how many people you can put max. But I just left that alone. The build limit was 1,500 or something like that. I put it at 2,000. I'm not really sure how much limit that really is, so I haven't really tested it. But I'm going to be doing that. And like I said, I'll be making another update once I get a little bit better at this. But for the most part, this is how I have mine set up. Smelting time, I put down 5 seconds instead of 10. The whole 9 yards. So I went down here. These are the refresh rates on everything. Same thing, all in seconds. So it's seconds to hours, seconds to days, whatever you want it to be. I cut everything pretty much in half on mine. Metal drop time, I really couldn't mess with that. I'm not understanding why. It was like telling me I had errors and stuff, so I didn't really mess with that too much. But the helicopter refresh usually refreshes in like 8 hours or something it was set at. And like the drop rates were like crazy, like 8 hours or 10 hours, some crazy shit. I put them down to like an hour, 2 hours, I wanted it to be a little bit more fun. So every other hour you have something else going on, the freight coming up, the helicopter spawning, the tank's still there, the whole 9 yards. So I got that set up. The special parameters, this is a cool one. All right, so if you go up here to the top right, you got a shop config, your server opening supplies, your resurrection supplies, and tips. I don't really know what that is. I think you can you can enter a notice into it, but let's just start out with shop config. Okay. Right here, I decided in my shop, when you're in game, there's a thing where you can have, there's a shop in game, and it's, what is it called? I can't even think of it right now. I was just playing it. But basically, you sign up for the little, the signed contract thing. It's like $2.99 or $1.99 for 30 days, and you get like special stuff like the airdrop pistol and shit you can buy with tickets. And you can also, when you make your own server, you can add your own items in for tickets as well. So I thought the item I found, you go up here to guide. This will list everything. These are your server commands for when you are the server host. So when you're in game, you can be invincible, all that stuff. I'll show you that wall in a little bit when we get to that. But this is the screen basically I want to show you. These are the item numbers for everything in game. Every single thing in game. So what I did basically, I found, where is it? C4. If I didn't just go buy it, I probably went buy it knowing me. No. Military C4 explosive, 27631. You would copy it on the right there. And then you paste it in. And sale price, I put it for 500 tickets. And you put it at, oh, that's what it is. It's the sponsor. The little sponsor in game, you could add your own items in for tickets if you want to put items in for people who are premium members, basically. But that's just the shop for server opening. Resurrection, actually. Resurrection basically is whenever they die and they respawn, they come back with certain items every single time. I started everybody with the regular revolver pistol, 5 bandages, which is the 55101 here. Was it a cloth pants, cloth shirt, and one iron axe. So basically, every time you start again, if you're a nub and someone's killing you, at least you start with a pistol and you can kind of somewhat protect yourself. You never know, you might get that one hit and knock the guy and he has an AK on him, So everyone has a chance every time they start. So I thought that was a good idea. Every time you die, you at least have something to protect yourself with if you're going back into a hostile place to try to get your loot back. The server opening, I thought I had something on there, but I don't know. Basically, server opening is, instead of resurrection, is basically when the person first joins your server, they're going to start out with certain items. Like, honestly, I'll do this right now just because. Say I wanted them to start with 2,000 wood. I'd go over here to this ID, copy it. It's the first one on the list. Throw it in here on the item. Paste. And then you can tap the amount. Say I wanted 2,000, they start with instantly. And then I can go in here and say guide. Item 5006, and then we go in here, boom, paste. This is for the stone, and then 2000. Okay. Oop. All right, and then after you got all that stuff in there, this is basically what they're only going to start with in the beginning. So say if they die, they're only going to start with the stuff I put in for resurrection. They'll lose all this stuff, or however the game decides it does when the drop happens. But basically, when you start my server, you'll start with 2,000 wood, 2,000 stone, something to get you off your feet, building the whole 9 yards, And maybe I'll even give them an axe. Let's go down here. Let me see. Where is everything? Like I said, I'm not used to this yet. It's my first day on it, but trying to give a little bit better of an explanation because most of the videos I saw were either in Spanish or some other language and very hard to follow. So, but basically I copied the code for the Iron Axe, go in the item number, paste it, and I would like them to start with 1 Iron Axe when they start the server. Okay, and then also something before I get into unit library and the incident library, you want to go in here and you want to save. I'm going to call this new setup. You can call it whatever you want. Save it. And then what you have in here is a record. And these see Carnage Island's my original. And then newest is the one that we're working on right now because I added a few things. And then you can hit use. And that's what will be used on your particular server. believe you have to close your server in the top left. I have mine open. You have to close your server first. and then obviously change everything, and then go to record wherever you saved it, hit use, and then reopen your server for it to actually take on these new commands. But unit library is a little weird. I haven't really got too much into this yet. Maybe the next video I make will go into detail about how to use these things right here. I've been experimenting a little bit, but I'm not trying to screw my server up right away. Just got it today, so just give me a little bit of time on that. But anyways, after you've gotten everything done, you've gone through and resource parameters, the battle parameters, and your basic parameters, everything's finished. Also, make sure this anti-cheat verification is on. I heard that is a good way to get the cheaters out. It'll verify cheaters for you through their system. Not 100% if that's the truth or if that's how that works, but it looks safe, so I'd click it. But anyways, after you do all that, you're going to hit this top left where it says close on mine. You'll hit open. Your server is going to open. And for some reason, when I did that, I couldn't go from server creation here for some reason and to join my server. I had to physically go in here, go into social server, and then look up your server name. Like I just started mine with Carnage because I don't think anyone had that anyway. And then when I search it, if it wants to agree with me, I don't know why it's not wanting to agree with me. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what it's doing. Hold on. Anyways, basically you just got to look it up. I don't know why it's not allowing me to search my name here. Let's see if we can get back to this. Apparently there was a update going on, and they are server maintenance, so they shut it all down. So basically, like I said, you'd go back into here. Let me type my name of my server here in the social servers. You'd hit search. There it is, Carnage Island. You'd click your server, and for some reason it says I have bad MS, and then it automatically goes to 46. I don't know what's going on with that. That's the one thing I wish you could do is choose where your server was located. Hope they do that in the future, because right now it's on mixed, and sometimes I lag really bad, and sometimes I don't. So I don't really know what that is. But let's get right into it. Go right into the server. Look, I already got some dislikes. You just open a server. I haven't even done really much to it. It's literally been open for like an hour. But basically, we're in game now. I built a little something on here when I was practicing with some of the commands, and I'm gonna show you a few of them. Okay, some of the best commands on here. Obviously, you can see that it says this little server tab up here. When you're the server owner, you get this. And some of the commands that you can do. Let me go ahead and same thing. You got a guide. This gives you all your commands, your item numbers, the whole 9 yards. So say I wanted to, let's say, spawn an item in. Let's say I wanted to have wood. We'll just do that. That's easy. So you'd go in here, go to add. Actually, here, I'll show you since I already know how to do it where you'd go. So you want to find add item. Where is it at? See add items together, no caps. And then the item number right there. So you do add item, and wood was, did I select it? I did 5001. And then say you wanted to give yourself amount 2000. So right after the number, you do a space and the amount that you want to give yourself. Then you hit confirm. Now in my inventory, I should have 2001. Simple as that. Literally simple as that. And you can do that with any item in the game. Say I wanted to, let's give myself a 2000 iron, 512. So I'd go in here, 512, and then confirm. And now in my inventory, 2000. And that's the iron mine. You have to make sure you don't do the ore, you do the blocks if that's what you're trying to get, the actual bricks of it. But basically that's how you spawn items in. That's simple enough, very self-explanatory. After you've spawned a few things in, you can mess around. But to start spawning, like say you wanted to spawn a plane or a ship or a drop-in, something like that. I'm going to show you the commands. I'm not trying to have all these things spawn in my server right away. But say you wanted to spawn a helicopter or something like that, or the ship, you would just type add ship, and it would spawn. Just for the hell of it, I'll do it. We'll do add ship. See, and the freighter has appeared on the map. and the freighter will be out there. You could do the same thing with all of them. The plane, you would just add, and then type in plane, and then you'd hit confirm, and that would spawn the plane. And you can spawn everything literally at once. I don't want to go overboard and overload the server with a bunch of craziness, but I spawned the freighter, and as you can see on the map over here. So that's how you do that. Very simple. Self-explanatory again, like I said. So it's add plane for the plane, add ship for the ship, add drop for airdrops, and add tank for the tank that's at airport. So that's how you get that done. Now, some cool things about this is when you have your own server, you can make yourself invincible and invisible. So I thought that was a pretty cool little aspect of the game. Let's go and say you just go no hit. No hit, you hit confirm. Now I am basically invincible. I'll never take any damage. So let me spawn something. Let's go here to spawn like zombies in, or if you wanted to spawn basically any entity in here, you can spawn. So you go add MST, and then you type in the ID number. You hit space and then whatever the number is. So wolf is 2, I believe. So you'd hit confirm, and there's a wolf. He's gonna attack me, but as you see, I'm not taking any damage because I turned on my invisibility. Now, if I wanted to turn this off, I would put OP hit confirm, and now when he bites me, yeah, I take damage. So that's basically how that works. Ooh, let me see if I can get away. He tries to kill me in my own house. All right, but yeah, basically that's how you do that. So now that I'm hurt, let's just, for the hell of it, add item, done, go to guide, item, and say I needed some bandages. Just look through the list. I don't know where everything's at, so, oh, there it is. Syringe 55102. Space 55102. Done, confirm. Now I should have bandages in here. So I got some bandages, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. I think this is pretty badass. You can spawn anything in game, spawn your drops and ships and planes, everything you want to add a little extra into your game, so it's not like the normal gameplay that you get. You can also do invisibility, which if you do OPVB, you'll turn invisible. Like, other players won't be able to see you. I thought it would make you invisible on the screen, but it doesn't. You can still see yourself, but no one else can. And then you would hit on the guide. See, OPVB makes you invisible, and then unseal makes you unvisible, which is CLSVB, which will make you visible again. So everything in the list is pretty, like I said, self-explanatory. Teleport, I can show you how to do that. So let me see, 2 X and Y coordinates. You'd basically go 2, and then I'll pick a random spot. I'll go, let's go close. I'll just pick somewhere out here in the water. 2283, 2825. So you go 2283, 2825, just like that. X and Y, you don't have to put X or Y, none of that. And you just hit confirm. Give it a second. Sometimes it takes a little longer than others. Sometimes it instant spawns me. Like I said, I don't understand why, but boom, I'm spawned in the middle of the water. There's my base. Simple as that. You literally just pick up a spot on the map, hit 2, put the directions in, and there you go. And you're right there. But let's spawn back. 2513, 3007. 3007, confirm. Now in a second, it's going to spawn me back. And there we are, back on land. Alright, so basically that's how you teleport. Now if you wanted to teleport to a specific person, I've only done this once. I don't think anyone... Hello? See if anyone's going to respond. A lot of the people that have joined the server don't speak English. So we're going to see how that works. If anyone responds, well, we can teleport to them by basically just hitting 2, roll, and then basically when someone talks, you can go to their personal info. That ID number right there, that's the ID number that you want. Some of these are really long, so if you want to like teleport to somebody, just make sure you have it saved or wrote down so you can type it in. But basically, you put 2, roll, and then the ID number of the person, and it'll literally just teleport you straight to them, right next to them. So I wish I had somebody online that I could teleport to for you, but I do not. But basically, that's how you do a lot of the basic commands. It's pretty simple. Here, I'll do a little something extra for you guys, just to show you how immersed this is and how much crazy shit you can do. Let's go ahead and... Oh, what am I doing? Let's go in the server here. We're going to go add item. And we're going to go in the guide here. Now let's look for something badass. Let's look for... What's a beast bazooka? Let's do that. That just sounds sweet. So we're going to try that. Confirm. Where is this beast bazooka? I do not see it. Huh. Maybe it doesn't work? Let's try... Oh. Maybe beast bazooka 1. Do I have to put the amount? Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, I guess you have to put the amount, otherwise it's not going to work. So now that we got a bazooka, we obviously need some rockets. So let's go in here. Let's go down to... Where are the rockets at? Rocket shell. There's the simple ones, HE rockets. We'll just do HE rockets for the hell of it. And put the item number in again. Space and the amount. We'll do... Let's do 50 for the hell of it. Confirm. And now I should have 50 rockets in my inventory, ready to go. Pull out this bad boy. Reload this thing up. Now we're going to have some fun. Let me go ahead and spawn something crazy in. Add MST. Guide. Monster Quarry. And these are the numbers that you got to put in. Let's put in a EG Mutant. 1008. 1008. Oh, shit. Oh, and there he is. Oh, God. And this would be probably a good time to put no hit in so that he doesn't kill me. So let's do that. Okay, so now this motherfucker's not gonna kill me. He's dumb strong, so get out of my way. He's all a little messed up because he spawned under. Let's do this real quick. Oh yeah, he's a little good. He's got a little bit of health, don't he? But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can spawn pretty much any monster you want. You can spawn something as simple as just a rabbit. So I thought that was pretty sweet. So to add a little spice in the game, to have a couple of these crazy running around, it's pretty sweet. Have them just lurking around the forest. That'd be a pretty badass idea. Especially when there's a drop. Drop one of those guys. Oh shit. Oh, there he is. This he's flying all over. It's because I spawned him on top of the base. Man, he got some health. Come on, bro. I'm God. There we go. There I got an assault gun. Yeah, but nice. He dropped some loot too. But yeah, basically that's how you do everything. For the most part, not everything, but all the simple shit. How to spawn stuff in, how to teleport, the whole 9 yards. So, like I said, I'm new to this, so my second video will probably be on how to do the boss instances and basically spawn like certain things at certain times and make a bunch of different elements to your map that'll make people want to join. But thank you for your time. I hope I helped somebody out who didn't know what they were doing on here, and now you know how to create a server and at least know how to do the basics. I am Island the God. Thank you.